The Invisible Spy Club, Case of the Missing Gems by H.C. Wright. Copyright 2022 by Sunny Up Digital LLC. All rights reserved. The characters and events portrayed in this book are fictitious. Any similarity to real persons, living or dead, is coincidental and not intended by the author. No part of this book may be reproduced or stored in a retrieval system or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopy, recording, or otherwise, without expressed written permission of the publisher. Narrated by H.C. Wright. Chapter 1, July 20th. Presenting Matt's new treehouse. Dad pointed to the treehouse as Mom and I clapped in excitement. "Can I please call Olivia and Taylor to come see it right now?" I yelled, jumping up and down. I begged my dad for a treehouse for years, and he finally built one for me this summer. Our huge yard was full of trees, and right in the middle of the yard was perfect for a treehouse. Usually, if I bugged my dad about something long enough, he gave in. My mom was stricter and doesn't let me get away with tons of whining and complaining. Dad worked on the treehouse for 2 months straight. It's the best treehouse ever. When my best friends Olivia and Taylor showed up, I gave them a tour. You have to use a ladder to get inside. It also has a window and benches, so you don't need to sit on the floor. There's a broken old computer that makes it look more serious and feels like I'm in a real office. My dad even brought up a table for us to use to have meetings. "This place is the best treehouse in the history of treehouses." Taylor looked around, taking it all in. "We could spend hours here planning adventures and solving crimes. It's like a headquarters." Olivia pretended to type on the old keyboard. "We should form a spy club," I declared, throwing my fist in the air. August 15th. "Matt, take this sandwich to your dad in the garage, please," Mom yelled. I was on my way to take supplies out to the treehouse, and I wasn't in the mood for distractions. "Mom, my hands are already full. Look." I showed her as I was holding my book to write spy notes, a water bottle, pancakes for a snack, and a pencil. "I'm heading to the treehouse." "Put that stuff down so you can pick them back up after taking Dad his lunch, please." She shoved the plate at me. I huffed and grabbed the plate. Our garage was separate from the house, so I walked outside before reaching the garage. My dog Cupcake followed behind me. She follows me pretty much everywhere. I opened the door. "Hey, Dad, how's it going? Mom told me to bring you your sandwich." My dad ate a turkey sandwich every day. My mom always told me he was a creature of habit. Dad replied, "Thanks, Matt. I was getting hungry. Mom always knows me so well when I'm working." He was sitting at his desk and had something shiny in his hand. I couldn't quite see it. We didn't park cars in the garage. Instead, the whole garage was a workshop for my dad. On weekends, he worked in the garage almost all day long. As he made room for the plate, he moved the shiny object onto his lap. What are you working on today, Dad?" I asked. Dad was always looking into some new test. He had crazy ideas about invisible worlds and dragons. He loved dragons and even had a golden dragon statue on his desk. Dragons and invisible worlds made for good stories when I was younger. Now, at almost 12, I didn't believe it anymore. "I'm right in the middle of an Dad started. Bam! Something exploded on the desk. I waved my hands around, trying to clear the smoke enough to see if he was okay. "Dad! Dad!" I yelled, wondering if he fell on the floor or behind his desk. I coughed as the smoke was still thick in the air. "What the heck?" I let out a couple more coughs as I felt like I might pass out. I looked around and I didn't see my dad anymore. What had happened? After scanning the room for a few seconds, I realized he simply wasn't there. He was gone. I ran back into the house as fast as I could, almost tripped over Cupcake when she didn't move out of the way. I went into the house and started yelling, "Mom! Dad disappeared! Come quick! I can't find him!" Mom was at the sink. "What do you mean you can't find him?" she asked, turning around. "He's in the garage." Where are you, Matt?" "I'm right in front of you, Mom." I waved my hands around right in her face. "Where? What the?" she said. "Are you playing a prank on me, Matt? It's not funny." "Mom, I'm right here," I screamed. This isn't funny, Matt. What is happening? I hear you, but I can't see you. She looked around. Where is Dad? Where are you? Here, Mom, I yelled. She couldn't see me. I was waving my hands, and she was still just looking around. Could the explosion have reached into the house? Maybe it left her blind somehow. Oh, man, I hoped not. She reached her hand out and almost smacked me in the face. I ducked, and she pulled my hair. Oh, my word, Mom replied. What has happened to you? That's the day Dad disappeared, and I turned invisible.